So I was on a webinar this past week with a trainer that's been in the business for, over 15 years. They've got a great reputation and they know their audience cold. And about 20 minutes in, they asked the question of the audience, who is not all in on AI in 2026? And the response that they got was astounding. About 30% of the respondents were still unconvinced that AI was going to have any sort of an impact on their business in the next 3 to 5 years. Now, that stopped me because they couldn't be more wrong. Okay, here's what's happening right now. And a lot of agents just don't see it yet. The AI advantage is real. It's just not permanent. And 2026 isn't going to separate good agents from bad agents. It's going to separate agents who build AI into their business from agents who are still just trying it out. And if your business still runs on memory, hustle, and I'll get to it when things slow down, we should probably talk because that window is closing. Now, I've been saying this everywhere I go this year, podcast, video, face-to-face, email, that 2026 is separation season. And not between agents who work hard and the ones that don't. Not between experienced agents and brand new agents. What I'm talking about is between agents who use AI as a part of their daily system and agents who treat it like a cool tool that they'll figure out later. Now, let me tell you what I mean. 3 weeks ago, I had a coaching client who had a buyer show up to a property that they were showing with a full ChatGPT breakdown of the neighborhood comparables, the seller's motivation based on some public records, and then 3 different negotiation angles before they even talked strategy. He didn't need my client to explain the market. He needed my client to execute. Now that right there is the shift, and it's not coming. It's already happened. Most agents just didn't notice it. So if you're waiting to see how all of this all plays out, you're not being cautious, you're already behind. Every big technology change in real estate helped with at least one thing. Fax machines improved offer delivery. Social media helped you reach more people. CRMs helped you stay organized with your contacts and reach out more consistently. Cell phones helped you respond faster. But AI does something that no tool before it has ever done. It replaces thinking time. Now let that sit for just a second. It's not data entry, it's not scheduling, it's thinking time. Planning your listing launch, writing your follow-up sequences, running pricing scenarios, doing CMAs, making decisions about what to say, when to say, and how to say it. Things that used to take you 2 hours now take you like 8 minutes. And that's not efficiency, that is leverage. Now, I'll let you in on just a little secret. AI is also an equalizer. If you start today and you actually commit to learning and implementing, you can still catch up. The barrier to entry is still quite low for now, but AI skills are quickly becoming normal. Soon using AI won't be special. It'll be expected. And the window where you can build a real advantage, that's closing. Right now, I'm watching agents split into about 3 different groups, and the gap between them is getting wider every single month. Now, the first group is called the dabbler. This is an agent that collects prompts like recipes that they'll never cook. They see something on Instagram, they get excited, they try it once, then they go back to grinding. 6 months from now, they'll still be just about to build a system using AI, still planning to get serious about it. Lots of activity, but no real progress. Number 2 is the tool collector. They have every single app, every login, every subscription. They've got Notion, Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, video tools, Opus Clips, AI meeting notes, Calendly, Zapier, almost everything, but they've got no workflow. Their business is still held together by sticky notes, memory, and stress. And they're not behind because they don't know about AI. They're behind because they don't decide about anything. They keep adding tools hoping that one of them will fix the real problem, which is that they don't have a system. And then finally, the differentiator, the agent that is completely different, is the operator. This is the agent who is pulling ahead. And here's what's interesting. They don't talk about AI that much. You just notice that their business runs way smoother. Their follow-up is consistent. Their marketing doesn't stop when they get busy. Their listing launches don't require all-nighters and a panic attack. They're not hustling harder. They're just not rebuilding the wheel every single bloody week. And AI isn't something that they use sometimes. It's how they run their entire business. So, which one are you? Most agents think that the advantage is knowing how to use AI. It's not. Everyone's gonna know how to use it. The tools are getting easier every single month. The real advantage is knowing how to apply it. Now, Tony Robbins said this on the Diary of a CEO podcast here just within the last week. The AI tool is the commodity. It's the person that wields the tool properly and smartly that has the value. Now, most agents use AI to create social posts or write emails. Smart agents use it to build systems. And now here's what I mean. When a listing goes live for an operator, they're not scrambling. The launch was planned weeks ago. The email sequence is already written. The social content is scheduled. The ad campaign is built and the follow-up is already automated. They're not better at AI. They just thought through the repeatable parts of their business and built AI into those parts. Now, when everyone has the same tools, the edge comes from structure, not the technology. And most agents don't have structure. They have hustle and they have hope. And we know that hope is not a strategy. Okay, so what does all of this actually mean for your business? Not in theory, in practice, this week. Now here's the hard truth that most people don't want to hear. AI won't fix a broken business. It won't fix poor habits. It won't fix inconsistency, and it won't fix your lack of discipline. In fact, it usually makes those problems even more obvious. The most at-risk agents right now aren't the ones ignoring AI. They're the ones who are busy all day and still stuck, because AI rewards clarity, not hustle. All right, look, this isn't about learning more tools. It's about making fewer decisions. Agents who are winning right now do three things. Number one, they find the repeatable parts of their business: marketing, follow-up, client communication, listing prep. Number two, they build AI into those systems. So execution isn't emotional. It's not random. It doesn't depend on how they feel that. And number three, they protect their thinking time. They let AI handle low-value work so that they can focus on relationships, strategy, and closing deals. Now, this doesn't lead to a busier business. It leads to a calmer, cleaner business. And in a market where everyone's grinding, calm is the competitive advantage. All right, so here's where we are. The question isn't whether you should use AI. That debate has long since been decided. The real question is this: what happens to your business when everyone else is using AI? Now, here's the thing that nobody wants to say out loud. In 12 months, there will be agents who rebuilt their entire business around AI. Their follow-up runs without them. Their marketing is systematic. Their client experience is consistent. And there will be agents who are still trying it out, still collecting prompts, still waiting to feel ready. And the gap between those two groups will not be closable. Not because AI is magic, because one group committed and the other one waited. The AI advantage was real. It just wasn't permanent. The window was closing, but it's still open a crack. The question is whether you're walking through it or you're watching it close. That is the decision.